What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Raw Gameplay.
Welcome back, indeed.
Where the only thing we like raw is our video gameplay.
That's right.
Once again, I'm your host, Michael C. Hurdle, Xbox 360 gamer tag, Raw Gameplay. That's right. And PlayStation ID, Raw Gameplay as well.
And I'm Corey Ashley, Xbox 360 gamer tag, Neo Supreme, and PlayStation ID, Supreme Neo.
In reverse, as we always say. Just in case you're new to this show, Raw Gameplay is your number one source for video game news, podcast information, raw video gameplay from two regular guys like Corey and I who just stand around and give you our take on video gameplay in the industry from the real perspective.
That's right.
And what is our motto, man?
Without corporate infiltration.
That's right. He made it up like episode 13, so he got to keep saying it. We are not corporate or sponsored infiltrated.
Yeah, sponsors,
you know what I mean?
The one we stuck with a lot more.
Yes, sir.
Sounds better.
So we have a lot to talk about. First of all, before we even move on, we'd like to apologize for 2 weeks with no video podcast.
I know, believe us, we heard all you guys out there, all the emails and stuff. Remember the little disclaimer that Mike always says here in the beginning. We're just two regular guys. And unfortunately, regular things happen to regular people. Now, we don't care about you guys, but we had a couple things to take care of. We didn't go on hiatus. We didn't get too big for our britches.
That's right.
But you know what? We love you guys. We appreciate the support as usual. But we apologize.
That's right.
We're
2 weeks without a podcast. A lot of stuff happened. First of all, you went on vacation, first of all.
Yeah.
Number one. And number two, I'm not going to do a show without you, of course, because it's two regular guys, not one guy.
I appreciate that.
No doubt. Thank you, man. Yep. That's how I roll, son. That's how I roll. And plus, my mini camera, or for those of you on television, let me apologize to people on TV first, because we have this on TV and the web. For those of you on television on BCAT in Brooklyn who has been seeing the same episode for 3 or 4 times in a row for a whole month straight.
Yeah.
My little camera that I use to burn the tapes from the Final Cut Pro to the tape, so I can hand it to the TV station.
It's pretty much our tape.
That thing is
camera.
gone. It's broken. It's finished. So I have to now
it's entirely difficult now to.
Oh, it's gonna be a nightmare, but we're gonna get through it.
Yeah,
we're gonna get through it. But moving on, before we milk it to death, today we're gonna talk about. We have a couple games to talk about. We have a lot to talk about actually. But just to give you guys a quick insight, so you'll know what we're talking about. Today we're gonna talk about GodFather 2. Yeah, look at his face. He's going to talk about it. GodFather 2, Wanted, Weapons of Fate, The Chronicles of Riddick, Dark Athena, right?
That's right.
And Ninja Blade Knocker.
That's right.
All that and more on this week's episode of Raw Gameplay. So what you want to start with? All right, you know what? Since we talk about GodFather 2 and you have your strong opinion on it, right? Because I actually didn't play GodFather 2 because I really could care less for it.
Well, you did the right thing.
But I said, Corey, you gonna play GodFather 2? He said, yeah, I'll play. I said, thank you, because when I saw it on game trailers,
one of us has to play it. I hope it's not.
I hope it's not me. I hope it's Corey.
So he pulled the short straw. I pulled the long straw.
Yeah. So tell us about GodFather 2.
First thing about GodFather 2, don't get it. Don't get it.
Why not?
Well, all right. Being that the first GodFather was very good, and how they intricately put in your character into the storyline, the first one followed the actual GodFather movie very good and very closely. It's like they worked your character into I guess the behind the scene things that happen in the movie. This is the one thing a lot of people liked and enjoyed about the movie and about the game. But as far as the gameplay, we had all types of grand thefts and Saints Row and other types of sandbox free roaming gameplay. This one didn't really bring the bar up any higher, so it's like regular come see come saw. So we're like, okay, the first one was okay. We expect the second one to be good. Not really.
I remember you was telling me that you expected the GodFather 2 to now be sitting in his throne giving the orders.
Right. That's one thing people kept talking about the first GodFather. It was like, okay, you did all your work, now you're the Don, but you're the Don working by yourself, maybe like one hired gun. You're still running around shaking people down. You never saw Don Corleone, running around shaking people like a common hood or a thug.
Makes sense.
So, this one, they try to put like a Don mode where you could have a look at what your empire looks like. You can send your men to certain places, and you can upgrade your guys and give them weapons, which is good. But I don't think that's like a Dawn mode. I think that's like pretty much the default mode that should come with any kind of game of that caliber.
Okay.
And the thing about it is the physics and the AI. I'm always talking about physics and AI.
I know you're a physics and AI guy.
There's no love put here into this, and I guess it's another notch under EA's belt for like something not being up to standards.
You know you an EA basher, right?
Because
I don't blame you either.
You know what? Because they always have like the right things to put together in a game, but they never put it together properly. They have all the parts there, but then they somehow mess it up. So, it's like, sometimes you be walking with your crew, then all of a sudden you go into a room, they're not there, then you turn around, they're there again. Or you could jump into a car by yourself and leave your crew behind, and then they're there automatically when you hop out your car.
That's cheesy.
Yeah, I'm like, there's no love with the physics and everything like that. So, you'd figure a game, for these generation consoles, and at this late in the game for these consoles, you would think more love would be going to the AI, to the physics and all that stuff, but it's not there. It's very violent. Too violent, and this coming from a guy who played Manhunt and all types of other, bloody games. It's just extra violent, even though Godfather is violent. But not to milk it so much. Don't get it.
Don't get it. So I mean, I don't even ask you because you already said it. But just for our people at home and on the internet, if you had to rent this game, buy it or forget about it, what would you do?
I won't even say forget about it. Don't even look at it.
You know what?
Don't even look at it.
If you take it back to GameStop and they offer you $10 for it, would you take it?
I mean, I think I'm getting away with murder. They give me $10 for it, but you know what? Moving on. All right,
we'll move on to another game. I want to talk about Wanted: Weapons of Fate.
Yeah, you played that a lot more than I did.
What, man? Look, I know we both play games. We all play all the games except for Godfather. I didn't play Godfather 2. Thank you, Lord. But Weapons of Fate at first. I mean, first of all, I didn't see the movie, so I don't even know where I was beginning or even ending, or if it was in the middle of it or whatever.
I didn't either.
When you first start up, you just jump right into the game. Okay. You're that dude. You don't know what the hell's going on. Somebody breaks into your crib. The dude is like, yeah, he's cocky, of course. He's like, yeah, they picked the wrong house to break into. They took his mother's, they took a picture frame with his mother on it. He's like, you broke into my house, you took my mother's picture frame? What's wrong with you? Okay. Make a long story short, he saw them crack this picture frame, and it was some type of envelope back there. So the plot thickens. Okay. So then now he's chasing him. He's trying to chase him or whatever. And you have your training mode in the beginning, which I'll talk about in a minute. But then he's chasing these military guys or SWAT team. It looked like they're more SWAT. So now he's chasing them throughout the building, his roof. He's running from different places. He's shooting the SWAT team. There's one SWAT leader.
Full of action. Okay.
Full of action. It's really good. It's
so
weird. The controls is a little shaky. It's weird. Like when you walk backwards, he actually walks backwards. And what I didn't really get is that you turn around, the character will turn around and go where he needs to go. But this dude the controls is weird. I'm not gonna say it's nasty, but it's just weird. The crosshairs.
I get used to it.
If you put your crosshairs on someone, it's so slow, it is annoying.
Okay.
So common sense would say go into the setup menu and increase the sensitivity.
Right.
I put the sensitivity to max and absolutely nothing happened.
Oh, really?
Nothing.
That's
I was
great.
like, what?
That's what I want to do when I change sensitivity.
The sensitivity was in the middle. I put it to max. It just did it a little bit. But let me not. I'm not bashing it. It's a good game. So then, those of you, and I know I'm not the only one. For those of you, and I know I'm not the only one. I'm gonna say it again. You're fighting the SWAT leader. Right? He has the big shield that is indestructible, as the guy said. Okay? And now you're chasing him, and you're like, okay, why is it that I cannot kill this person? I died about 20 times trying to kill a SWAT leader.
Oh, really?
And I was like, you know what?
Working for his paycheck.
I got so upset that I had to go on YouTube, which I don't like doing. I want to play the game and just do it on my own without having help from YouTube and Google. So then, for those of you at home, I'm gonna extend this to you guys too. Bless you. What you have to do is that when you take cover, then you got to rapidly push the rapid button. It does like a bullet time effect, right? So everything slows down. When it slows down, dash across, and he's going to be slowed down like this, and then bop, 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 shoot him in his free place. For a few seconds, that's going to last, and keep repeating the same pattern. Okay. Right, and then you'll kill him 20 times later. But then I was like, but no, not a lot of people are gonna have that much patience to do that. So I'm just gonna send this to you guys because the game is actually butter.
Okay.
Butter. Whoa. Because when you pass that stage,
one of those peanut butter games.
Son, when you pass that stage, then you can start curving bullets. Because you have to earn it. You have to build your adrenaline level. Okay. Then you can be able to curve bullets.
Okay. So what about the adrenaline level?
I was hoping that you didn't say that. The adrenaline.
Back on track.
Adrenaline, whatever. You have to build that meter. It gives you the